Morning students. Today we shall discuss our next topic, that is verbs, transitive and intransitive. First of all students, let us recall about what are verbs. In previous chapter also I have explained you about verbs that always remember the word action. Okay? Student, the verb is the most important part of the sentence. A verb asserts something about the subject of the sentence and expresses actions, events, or state of being. See the giving examples. Number 1, I sold some books. She brought me my breakfast. In first example, sold is an action done by the subject I. So it is here verb. In second sentence also, brought is an action done by the subject she. Here also brought is a verb. So what is verb? Verb is a word that expresses action done by the subject. Next, let us discuss what is a subject and what is a predicate. Student, in a sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. Or we can say that we can divide a sentence into two parts, number 1 subject and number 2 predicate. So what is subject? Subject always provides information about the doer of the action. Subject always provides information about the doer of the action. See the example. I sold some books. In this sentence, I is a subject, or the action done by the doer, that doer is the subject of the sentence. Second, predicate. What is predicate? Predicate provides information about the action itself and sometimes about the influence of the action on someone or something. See the example. I sold some books. I is the subject of the sentence and sold some books is the predicate of the sentence. Or we can say that the doer of the action is the subject of the sentence, or whatever we are saying about the subject, that is called the predicate of the sentence. Next, let us discuss what is a object in a sentence. What is a object in a sentence? An object is a noun or pronoun. Students, an object can be a noun or pronoun that gives meaning to the subject and the verb in a sentence. See the given example. I sold some books. In this example, I is a subject, sold is a verb, and some books is an object of the sentence. So, an object often follows the subject and the verb in a sentence. See the given example. An object often follows the subject and the verb in a sentence. Next, there are two types of objects. Number 1, direct object, and number 2, indirect object. Now, let's discuss both of the objects one by one. Number 1, direct object. What is a direct object? See the example first of all, students. She brought me my breakfast. In this example, she is a subject, brought is a verb, and me and my breakfast both are the objects. Now we have to identify which object here is a direct object and which object here is a indirect object. So, what is a direct object? A direct object can be a noun, pronoun, clause, or phrase. A direct object can be a noun, pronoun, clause, or phrase. It also follows action verbs like brought that requires something or someone to receive the action. Okay students, now you can identify the direct object by using this given formula like subject plus verb plus who or what is equal to direct object. Try using this formula to determine the direct object. See the example. She brought me my breakfast. The subject is she and the verb is brought. Okay, now next ask yourself the question who or what about the verb brought. What did the subject bring? Ask the question what did the subject me she bring? She brought my breakfast. Therefore, the direct object is here my breakfast. Always remember students, always ask the question with the verb like who or what. What she brought? My breakfast. So we get our direct object. So my breakfast is here direct object. Second, indirect object. Indirect object precedes the direct object. Means indirect always comes before the direct object. And it also tells to whom or for whom. Like the direct object, we ask the question what, but here we always ask the question whom or for whom. With the action of the verb is performed as well as who is receiving the direct object. Indirect object always comes between the verb and the direct object. See? Indirect object comes between the verb and the direct object. This. And it always modifies the verb. See the example. She brought me my breakfast. Now ask the question. For whom did she bring breakfast? The answer is me. For me she bring breakfast. So here me is an indirect object. Now students, consider the examples again. See both the sentences. In both the sentences, the verbs need objects to complete the meaning of the sentence. See, I sold. What I sold? Some books. She brought me. What she brought me? My breakfast. So, see both the examples. In both the sentences, the verb need objects to complete the meaning of the sentence. Now, next topic is transitive and intransitive verbs. See, read the following sentences first of all, students. First, we painted the old rocking chair. Second, she sang. Now tell me, what is the difference between the two verbs in the above sentences? What is the difference between the two verbs? Verbs here, in the first sentence painted and in second sentence sang. What is the difference? Notice that in the first sentence has 4 words following the verb painted. In the first sentence has 4 words. The old rocking chair. 4 words following the verb painted. The second sentence has no words after the verb sang. No words. These two facts lead us to a discussion on what is a transitive and what is intransitive verbs. Okay? So number 1, transitive verbs. What are transitive verbs? Transitive verbs are action verbs that need an object to receive the action, or we can say that transitive verbs are those verbs which need an object to complete its meaning. See the example here. We painted the old rocking chair. I baked some cookies. I moved the chair. I rode the bicycle. See, in the first sentence above, the direct object, the old rocking chair, received the action of the verb painted. See students, in the first sentence above, the direct object, the old rocking chair, received the action of the verb painted. Okay? And see, all the giving examples, all the verbs in the above sentences are transitive. Why they are transitive? Because an object is receiving the action of the verb. In the first sentence, some cookies is the object, the chair, the bicycle. Okay? All of the verbs in the above sentences are transitive. Baked, moved, rode are transitive verbs because an object is receiving the action of the verb. Or we can say that transitive verbs are those verbs which needs an object to complete its meaning. Next, intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs are also action verbs, but they do not need an object to receive the action, or we can say that they do not need an object to complete its meaning. See the example, she sang. Here, sang is a verb and here it is a transitive verb. Notice that there is no object after the verb sang. So, transitive verbs are those verbs which do not need any object to receive the action or to complete its meaning. See other examples also. I laughed, I cried, the book fell. Here, laughed is a transitive verb, cried is a transitive verb, and fell also is a transitive verb. In all of the above sentences, the subject is performing the action of the verb and not receiving the action. They are performing the action, but they are not receiving the action. So again, I am telling you what is an intransitive verb. Intransitive verbs are those verbs which do not need an object to complete its meaning. Some notice there. Let's see. Read the first sentence. I walked to the park today. I walked to the park today. Now here tell me students, is walked? Here walked is a verb. Is walked a transitive or an intransitive verb? Think about the rules. Here tell me, walked is a transitive or an intransitive verb? Since walked has words coming after it, I have told you that the words after the verb, when the words are coming, that is the transitive verb. Okay, but here see, walked is a verb and after the verb some words are there, like to the park today. So the verb must be transitive. The verb must be transitive here. See students, walked is a verb and to the park are some words here. So according to the rules, it must be transitive. But it is wrong. It is not transitive verb. The phrase to the park is a prepositional phrase. Okay, the phrase to the park is here a prepositional phrase and today is an adverb. There is no object receiving the action of the verb walked. So here the verb is intransitive. Always remember students, here to the park is a prepositional phrase and today is an adverb, so there is no object receiving the action of the verb walked. So the verb is here intransitive, not the transitive. Also note, many verbs can be either transitive or intransitive depending on context. Always remember students, many verbs can be either transitive or intransitive depending on the context according to their use. See the example. One example is there. Read it. After we eat at my house, we can go outside. After we eat at my house, we can go outside. Here, eat verb is an intransitive verb. But if we change the use, after we eat our sandwiches, we can go outside. Here now, eat is a transitive verb. There is a difference between the use. So many verbs can be either transitive or intransitive depending on their use or on their context. Thank you, students.